so far? So did anybody, some people say, I couldn't get it to raise. Is that common? Okay.
I think that was super dry.
Dry. Okay, it is ours.
No.
Okay, different mix. Okay, got it. Okay. Okay, anything else? Okay. People come in all the time and say, I just want the perfect mix to do everything. Okay, so let's talk about that for just a second. Tell me first, as you came to class tonight, what are you hoping to learn? I want to make sure that that's what you get out of this tonight. That's kind of what I want to tell you. So what do you guys want to learn tonight? Everything. Okay. I'll just make a note. Okay.
Tips on successful baking.
Okay.
Like what replaces, like, so someone says I'm gluten-free and you're making something, like what would replace the gluten-free, the regular flour versus gluten-free type of thing?
Okay. Anything else? To me, a lot of people, when they first go gluten-free, they think, well, I'll just avoid bread, right? Well, then you find there's gluten in everything, right? So there's gluten in your seasonings, there's gluten in your cream of soups, there's gluten in your meats, some of them, and some cheeses, in a lot of dairy, and I'll touch on that tonight. Soy sauce, maple syrup, all of those, yeah.
Well, you can talk about cost.
Okay.
We have this class
Okay.
every month, so you're welcome to call in.
Like in restaurants or in your home?
Both.
Okay. Okay, got it. So, real quick. My best secret, I will call it, we'll go through on like how to make the dough perform, okay? But we use 14 different grains in all of our mixes, okay? So if somebody comes in and says, I just want the perfect flour to do everything, we almost have that. It's called the mom's blend, right? So in traditional flours, there is gluten, which is like the leavening agent in the flour, right? It's what makes it rise. So you almost have to replace that. We have a really excellent flour blend. It's a cup for cup substitution, so it's great for cakes and cookies and all of those things, okay? The xanthan gum is already in it, and ounce for ounce is going to be the cheapest, most affordable that you can find. So it's only 31 cents an ounce as compared to everything else on the marketplace is up to 42 cents an ounce, okay? So dollar for dollar, it's one of your best. If you love to bake like pies and pizzas, things that's like a high handle grain, things you're gonna roll out, right? Then I would recommend the artisan flour. That's more for, I'm really gonna work with this dough, right? Okay? And then if you were raised using a wheat flour, does that make sense? So I would say this is your traditional white flour substitute. This is your traditional wheat flour substitute, gluten-free, okay? So when we bring out the bread tonight, it's called, I can't believe it's not wheat bread. You'll taste it, and we call it that because everybody's like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this isn't wheat bread, right? This flour blend is what gives that its flavor, okay? It's a little bit, the difference between white and wheat, right? Everything's gluten-free in here. That's one thing you can be assured of. So the reason I point out the different flours is it takes a different flour to make graham crackers than it does angel food cake, than it does carrot cake, than it does breadsticks, than it does cinnamon rolls, than it does muffins. Does that make sense? Everything's a little different. The way that the flours absorb heat is slightly different. The ways that they raise is slightly different. That's why we kind of create the mixes, because I've had celiac for 14 years, long before it was popular and long before there was any options available. And we know that things can still taste good. Just because we eat gluten-free doesn't mean they have to taste bad, right? The perception when someone first goes gluten-free is they think three things. It's gonna taste bad, it's gonna be expensive, and it's gonna be hard. And Mom's Place is here to make it exactly the opposite, right? We can make it, everything can taste good, it can be super affordable, and it can be easy. And so most of our mixes only take about 3 ingredients. So like the wheat bread, I call it that, but it's gluten-free, okay? Can't believe it's not wheat bread. This takes eggs, water, oil, and vinegar, okay? The bread bowls took a little bit of water, egg whites, and butter, and a teaspoon of vinegar, right? The cream of potato soup just takes water. The dip you tried is our Fiesta chili lime dip. It's just a dip mix, right? You can keep it in your fridge for a month if you want to, and you just dip chips in it. It's just, something that's always there for a good snack. This dip is excellent in like hamburgers. You want to make hamburger buns and things like that. But Mom's Place is here to basically replace the things you can't have anymore, from spices and seasonings to the cream of soups, right? Cream of chicken, cream of mushroom, because again, you need to check your labels now, because all the Campbell's soups, the Lipton onion soup mix, all of those things have gluten in them, right? So this is just cooking a little differently. So I'm gonna tell her what she put out. Okay, so when it comes to baking, to me, the total key is warm. Okay, everything needs to be super warm. So I'm gonna take the mix, and it's just the mix. I already got the caramel part out, but I'm just gonna dump it in, and I'm gonna do it like right in front of you so you can see exactly what we do, okay? So this is pretty hot water. So how many of you, when your mom was teaching you how to bake, said, oh, don't scald your yeast, right? You'll burn your yeast. Don't worry about that with this, okay? I'm just gonna put a little bit in here, and I want the yeast to start like rising, so with a little bit of my water, okay? So all this calls for is the water, 2 eggs, and some butter, okay? That's all it is. And then as soon as I get that blended up, I'm going to add the yeast mixture in, okay? Get all that in there. Okay, so the cinnamon rolls and the hamburger buns, we make them in these springboard bun pans. Has everybody seen these before? So I'm gonna talk about your cross-contamination here in just a second, okay? So all you do is mix it up. That water was pretty warm. If I feel this through the bowl, it's pretty warm. If anybody comes in and says it didn't raise, okay, here's what I'm always gonna say. Did you follow the directions exactly, okay? So, that is all that needs. Should've got the yeast going before, but it'll be fine. Okay, everything's just gonna stay pretty warm in there. Okay, that's all I'm gonna do.
What do you substitute for dairy with your stuff?
Okay, so, which dairy? So butter, for example, I have a list of dairy substitutes that I would recommend. So if someone says, I don't do milk, any of our mixes can be made milk-free. In this corner over here is our milk-free section. So everything that's already milk-free, or we've made it that way. But for dairy, I have 6 substitution recommendations. So for example, IMO is the best sour cream. It's a sour cream substitute, performs like sour cream. The best butter substitute is Earth Balance Buttery Sticks is what it's called. They have Earth Balance Buttery Sticks or Buttery Tubs. They just have that at Walmart.
I use that, yeah.
It's awesome. There's a tofutti cream cheese. It's made out of tofu, unless you can't have soy. Okay, just crossing those off. And then there's what's called So Delicious Coconut Milk or So Delicious Coconut Creamer, and those are 2 of the best ones. For cheese, there's 2 options. If you can have nuts, there's almond cheese. They have that at Wealth of Health. If you can't have nuts, there is what's called Daiya cheese, D-A-I-Y-A. I'll just put it this way, it's okay baked, so it's great like on a cheese pizza or whatever. To eat it out of the bag is not what it's intended for.
And don't put it on a salad either.
Yeah, it's not. Daiya cheese on, like only cooked is how I would eat Daiya cheese. Otherwise, it's just not worth it. Like, I just skipped, right? But it's excellent in like our scones. If you wanna take our scones and add the Daiya cheese to it and make chili and make like an elbow taco, it's excellent, right? Okay, so I already sprayed the bun pans, and all I did is throw this in here, right? So when your mom made cinnamon rolls, she rolled it out, and she used a string, and she poured everything in on the butter. It was this whole laborious process, right? And you had dough and flour everywhere. We don't have time for that, so we don't do that. We make the cinnamon swirl buns. They taste exactly the same, and they're like 1/4 of the work, okay? And my mom even has transitioned to these, just so you know. So all you do is you just kind of like stir it in. Does that make sense? I just kind of put it in there. Now, the key here is I'm being kind of quick. I'm trying to keep everything warm. And because we're here in class, I'm not going to take a ton of time to let them raise. I'm just going to put them in the oven, okay? Because they still work perfectly. So the hamburger buns, frankly. But the key is that your dough is warm. So when the instructions say eggs room temperature, eggs need to be room temperature. If the instructions say hot water or warm water, make sure that it is that, okay? And really, just think of it like this. The gluten-free doughs absorb the heat more than your traditional flours, okay? So like a regular white flour has been processed so much, it's no longer pure, right? It's been enriched, unbleached, bleached, re-enriched, and all the things they do to flour, right? It doesn't even resemble what flour used to resemble. So the point is, it's totally different. So Casey, will you throw these in the oven now? So these are basically done. Notice all I did was kind of stir that around. One thing I wanted to mention on the breadsticks that you're gonna try, she does not listen. On the breadsticks you're gonna try, all you do, you make the breadstick dough, okay? Again, warm water, sugar, milk, eggs, and butter, okay? And then all you do is put the dough in a bag, and I just left a little bit left, and you cut the end off of the bag, and then all I want you to do is squirt it out to the end, okay? So it makes breadsticks, you don't have to handle them, you don't have to do a thing with them, right? It's the easiest dough to handle, and then you just squirt them out, top them with butter, cheese, garlic, whatever you want, right?
What do you use if you can't use sugar?
I would use your sugar substitute. So for example, if you said, I want a breadstick mix, but I don't want sugar in it, so we make it sugar-free, and then you can add whatever you'd like to
And is
add.
that the same with the cinnamon roll?
Yep, yep. If you said, some people have said, well, for the brown sugar, use brown sugar substitute. There is that type of thing, they have it over at Walmart. So we've done that. We make it to your specifications. Does that make sense? Some people like green stevia, some people like Splenda, some people, you know, everybody's different, and what your doctor's instructed may be different. So we just follow whatever that is, okay? So all I did is mold a little breadstick right there, right? Now I traditionally would let these rise, but we're not going to because we have class tonight, okay? So we're just being quick. So go ahead and pop it in. So the does will come out like right when it's all ready. Yeah.
Can you use an egg substitute?
You can. The only ones I would say do not use the egg substitute in any mixes in here. So we have an egg substitute that we recommend. Are you saying the applesauce, flaxseed, etc., or egg substitute from the store?
Egg substitute.
Okay, that's fine.
Energy, it's a powder. Can you mix
Yeah,
with
I
warm
understand what
water?
you're saying. Yes, you can. The only two I would not, that doesn't work in my opinion, is the angel food cake calls for real egg whites.
Yeah.
And the vanilla pudding that you make banana cream pie with calls for real egg yolks. So in those two situations, when I've dabbled with the substitutes, it doesn't come out as good. So in that